Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share my experience of visiting Lake Tahoe. In this 2 day trip, I'm going to share my 2 days of sunrise experience with heavenly gondola ride and parasailing at the lake, along with the breathtaking view and the moments that I captured through my lens. This was my morning routine. As you can see, I have my phone right in front of me and I am wearing my hoodies and getting a hot coffee, getting as warm as possible while enjoying the breathtaking sunrise happening at Lake Tahoe right at the horizon, and also enjoying the view of lake along with sunrise. We woke up really early that morning and sunrise time was around 5:15, so we had to wake up around 4:30 in order to get there. And luckily we saw both sunrise and the star setting in the morning, which was really beautiful. We took this video right after the sunrise and we still can see snow at the mountains of Lake Tahoe and the fresh nature like right first hand as the day begins, and it was really beautiful. We really enjoyed the moment. And after sunrise we went to the nearest Eagle Fall, which was really beautiful as the water flow was really huge and it was really good to see at that time, and it did made our some time worth it to wait around there and enjoy the beautiful Eagle Fall. After that beautiful sunrise and the wonderful falls, we had some breakfast and then we head to gondola heavenly, and we went up and up to the mountain where the snow was, and we were enjoying. We were enjoying the lake behind us, and we were looking around the mountains and enjoying the breathtaking view of Lake Tahoe itself, along with some gondolas moving around. Most of the playing areas were empty, as you can see along, and there were not much to do, but we decided to take a train up so that we can see beautiful things around. Lake Tahoe. Is it treating you good? Are you having a good time?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
What do you want to do
Nothing.
next?
Train ride.
Do you mind telling what we did today in
No.
brief?
No. I cannot speak to kids.
Alright, I'll speak on our behalf. So we were here this morning, we did a gondola and we did a lift right to the top. It had like two stop, we had like a scenic view on first stop, and the second we went for tubing. We did tubing, we didn't shoot any video there. Then after we went to the top, it didn't have like a viewing point, but we just came down and we did a hike. We did a wild thing, walking in woods, and she is little tired because we did hiking for like a mile, and she's not that used to with hiking, so she's tired, and we are about to get off, and it's beautiful sunny again like before. Yay. Alright, we're going back to that gun. After the train gondola ride back to the base, we decided to do parasailing. It wasn't what we planned for, but we saw that they had like some few opening spots for parasailing, and we did enjoy the parasailing as well. as we were in the air and I took off the phone from my pocket and started recording. Sarah was really scared and she didn't want to look towards me as she thinks there's something might gonna happen. But I did enjoy the ride all along.
यता हेर्नु त एकचोटि हेर्दा नि नहेर्ने डरपोक बुढी
After the long day we had from beautiful sunrise to Eagle Falls, then after train ride to Gondola Heavenly to the top, and wonderful experience of parasailing at wonderful Lake Tahoe with beautiful experience that I got, and with this sunset was just the cherry on top at the end of my day, and I really had a blast that day, and you guys can enjoy the sunset after this. It was so mesmerizing, so I had a wonderful day that day. With this beautiful sunset, I'm gonna end my day and getting enough rest and getting ready for tomorrow. Let's go. For the day 2, we started with the same sunrise in the horizon as day first, as it was equally beautiful the next day as well. And then we decided to head to the Virginia and TRUCKEE company at like an hour drive from Lake Tahoe.
On the side of the train that faces the canyons, where you've got that gorgeous 100-mile view, folks, I'll refer to that as the east side of the train. The side of the train that faces the bluff over here, where you have no view, I'll refer to as the west side of the train. That way you'll know which direction to look when I point something out. Now there is one more thing I do need to mention. On the way down to Gold Hill, as required by law, I will be riding on the rear platform of the train, the west side of the train. That way you'll know which direction to look when I point something out. Now there is one more thing I do need to mention. On the way down to Gold Hill, as required by law, I will be riding on the rear platform of the train. Across the small canyon next to us, and atop that huge pile of tailings, you will see the remains of the combination shaft. Now the combination shaft at one time was the deepest mine in the world. Still to this day, the shaft, which is directly in front of that great big wooden head thing, goes straight down 3,265 feet into the earth. That's about 2/3 of a mile. Now, the combination shaft was a joint mining effort between 4 mining companies on the Comstock. In their wisdom, they thought if they put a mine shaft there, they'd all become very rich. But there was a couple of problems. The first problem was once that shaft reached the 1,600-foot level, the shaft had all the tunnels connected gold and silver ore, and was laid on the ground a century and a half. Now the reason these rocks were on the ground is when they brought through across this vessel, if a rock was too big to go through the crusher machinery, they just pushed it off the top of this vessel. So if any of you folks are feeling a little bit lucky today, come on back later with a great big hammer. You can go to work on one of those rocks and you might just strike your fortune. A little bit luckier than one of those slot machines. Now, when mining began on the Comstock Road around 1860, the only way to get the ore down to the mills on the Carson River was by wagon and mule. It was very expensive, and it took over a week for a wagon load of ore to make it down the mountains. In 1869, a man named William Sharon on the board of directors of the Bank of California thought it would be profitable for that bank to build a railroad between Carson City and Virginia City. Construction began in February 1869 with 1,500 workers employed to build the line. Coming to 21 miles from Carson City to Virginia City, 7 tunnels were dug through the Washoe Mountains, and the railroad comes up nearly 1,800 feet in altitude, making us one of America's true mountain railroads. Now, coming through those canyons, the railroad makes enough twists, turns, and curves that it equals 18 complete circles before arriving here in town. All those twists, turns, and curves gave us the nickname of being the crookedest railroad in the world. Degrees Fahrenheit. That scalded many of the miners. They installed 4 massive Cornish pumps, and we moved up to 5 million gallons of water each day to keep mining. But that wasn't the worst problem. The worst problem? There was no main vein of ore. That shaft only brought up some very low-grade ore. It was eventually declared a $7 million financial disaster. One of the very few mines on the Comstock Road that never made enough money to even pay for itself. Now, folks, we're about to pass under a 160-year-old ore trestle. Now, this is how ore was brought from mines that were on the west side of the rails over to the crusher mills that were on the east side. Now, as we go underneath this trestle, I'd like you to...
This Virginia and TRUCKEE Railroad offers a historic train ride experience in Nevada, which is like 1 hour ride from Lake Tahoe main city, and the duration of the trip was around 35 minutes, and the route was from Virginia City to Gold Hill, passing through the historic Comstock mine site and offering a view of the surrounding landscape, including the ride through a tunnel. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed our beautiful 2-day trip from Lake Tahoe and Lake Tahoe Fun to Carson City, Nevada for this famous Virginia and TRUCKEE Road for diesel train and our experiences along the way. And I'm just beginner trying something new. I hope you guys will like it. Thank you once again. Bye.